Hello and good day to the Cabugao National High School Grade 11 learners. I hope you're doing fine as you continue learning even though there are a lot of challenges we are facing today. As our motto in DepEd says, magpapatuloy ang edukasyon. Handang isip, handa bukas, sulong edukalidad. I am your teacher in Media and Information Literacy or MIL, Sir June, serving you with a happy heart. And of course, to introduce to you a new and fresh knowledge and competency for you. So just relax, stay tuned, and let's discover and learn the world of media and information literacy. Are you ready? Let's get it on! In your previous lesson, we discussed and learned the different media habits, lifestyles, and preferences, as well as to recognize exposure to media in your daily life. And now, our learning competency is to identify traditional media and new media and their relationships. This lesson aims to help you to, first, identify the devices used by people to communicate with each other, store information, and broadcast information across the different ages. Second, study the evolution of media from prehistoric age, industrial age, electronic age, and new or information age. And third, recognize the importance of this media as part of our daily life. Look at this date. Will you guess what famous world event happened on April 14, 1912? If you do not have any idea, well, I will give you this another clue. Can you guess now what really happened during this date? Yes, you got it. It was during this date that the famous and huge ship Titanic sunk in the Atlantic Ocean. Now, I want you to answer these questions. How did the news reach the people in England and New York at the time? Remember, the year was 1912, so definitely there is no social media during this time. So the spread of news in this tragedy is not as fast if we compare the kind of technology we have right now, right? The next question is, if the Titanic sank today, in what format will people receive or read the news? Will it be last in a week or a month before the whole world knows and be updated? Exactly! Maybe in just a day or even while the ship is sinking, people who are in the ship might get a live footage of what is really happening during that time, and all the people online can watch this tragic event. And because of the present condition of media, it will result to more survivors, or maybe the love story of Jack and Rose was never been introduced. So in this example, we can say that media and information have evolved throughout history. And this is what we are going to discuss and learn today. The evolution of traditional media to new media. The evolution of media starts on prehistoric age. That was around 1500 BC up to 1500 AD. Prehistoric refers to the time before the existence of written or recorded history. According to archaeologists, the prehistoric age occurred some 4.5 million years ago or approximately 30,000 years ago. Stone Age and Metal Age. They are called as such because of the kind of tools that the prehistoric people used during those times. As the tools were relatively crude, archaeologists believe that the system of writing had not yet existed during this era. As prehistoric men learned how to sharpen their tools and use them for hunting, they also acquired the knowledge on how to use these materials in carving tools. Eventually, this paved the way for them to create a system of writing, which marked the start of the historic period. Prehistoric men learned how to etch on caves. They drew on caves what they see around them, such as animals and nature. During the Stone Age, prehistoric people also used these crude stone tools to create objects which are now considered rock art. There are two kinds of rock art during the Stone Age. These are petroglyphs and pictographs. Pictographs are carvings or engravings in rocks or caves, while pictographs represent words or phrases through symbols. These are used to refer sketches or paintings that usually depict nature and early people's way of life. Apart from cave paintings, prehistoric men also created megalithic art. This refers to art either painted or carved onto megaliths in prehistoric Europe. There is no concrete system of writing during the prehistoric age, so people communicated their way of life, beliefs, and other practices through music and dance. Example is Oyayi. Oyayi is a lullaby or soothing song played for children to make them fall asleep. Another example is Kaniao, a dance festival or a ceremony of the indigenous mountain people of Northern Luzon, also known as Cordillera Offering. Now, let's proceed to the next evolution age of media, which is Industrial Age. Historical people began in 1700s and ended around 1930s. Most people associated factories and machines to industries. The Industrial Age began in the 18th century in Great Britain when the country made drastic reforms to improve their economy. Technology shifted from using hand tools to operating power-driven machines. Selling of goods boosted during the Industrial Age. The concept of mass production or manufacturing of goods in large quantities was introduced, increasing the demand for bigger and better machines. Special equipment were fabricated to meet the specific needs of different factories. In a lot of ways, the Industrial Age has improved to people's way of living as new inventions such as steamboats and steam locomotives and also to make the transportation faster. However, some business owners during this era focused only on earning profit, so they took advantage of the poor economic condition of the working class. When the steam press was invented, the printing of materials like newspapers became much faster, cheaper, and also easier. Before this development, publishers used to receive financial support from the political parties and rich patrons so that the latter can be featured in the newspaper. When printing costs marked down, publishers started to print articles for the common interest of the public. The earlier injustices experienced by the laborers were also published in the newspaper. So, communication during the Industrial Age also became viable because of the invention of the telegraph. A telegraph is a device for transmitting and receiving messages over long distances. So, after the Industrial Age, here comes the Electronic Age, from 1930s up to 1980s. Come on, let's learn and explore how media evolves in this era. Electronic refers to an object that has electronic components such as sensors, microchips, which functions once it is connected to an electrical outlet. The invention of the transistor ushered in the Electronic Age. People harnessed the power of transistors that led to the transistor radio, electronic circuits, and the early computers. In this age, long-distance communication became more efficient. Some common examples are transistor radio, television, and this picture of television is a 1941 model. Another is larger electronic computers like the EDSAC 1949 and the UNIVAC 1 1951. Also, we have mainframe computers like the IBM 704 1960. Also, we have personal computers like the Hewlett-Packard 9100A in the year 1968 and the Apple I in the year 1976. And the last examples are OHP or overhead projector and LCD or liquid crystal display projector. These are types of video projector for displaying video, image, or computer data on a screen or other flat surface. So we have already discussed 3 different ages. Now we will move on to the last evolution of media, which is the new and information age from 1900s up to 2000s. The information age has upgraded what it can offer to consumers in terms of gadgets and devices that can make their way of life not only functional and comfortable, but also offer endless possibilities. People advanced the use of microelectronics in the invention of personal computers, mobile devices, and wearable technology. In this age, the internet paved the way for faster communication and the creation of the social network. Moreover, voice, image, and data are digitized. Since you are now familiar and you can relate yourself to what I am about to introduce to you, this time, let us play a game while discussing some of the examples of new or information age of media. I will show a picture or logo with boxes with some hidden letters and guess the word or words to reveal the correct answer. Are you ready? Let's start playing the game. Let us start example of web browsers in the information age. What web browser is in the picture? And the correct answer is Mosaic. Mosaic was one of the first web browsers. It was instrumental in popularizing the World Wide Web and the general internet by integrating multimedia such as text and graphics. It is client for earlier internet protocols such as File Transfer Protocol, Network News Transfer Protocol, and Gopher. Now, let's proceed to the next example of web browser in the information age. What web browser is in the picture? The correct answer is Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer is a series of graphical web browsers developed by Microsoft and included in the Microsoft Windows line of operating systems, starting in the year 1995, and it was first released as part of the add-on package Plus for Windows 95 that year. Now, let's move on to the examples of blogs. But first, let us define blog. Blog is a regularly updated website or web page, typically one run by an individual or a small group that is written in an informal or conversational style. What blog application is in the picture? The correct answer is Blogspot. Pyro Labs launched a program called Blogspot in the year 1999 that would let people run their own blogs. The program was bought by Google in 2003 and changed to Blogger in 2006. Next, how about this logo? What blog application is this? The correct answer is LiveJournal. American programmer Brad Fitzpatrick started LiveJournal on April 15, 1999 as a way of keeping his high school friends updated on his activities. In January 2005, American blogging software company 6apart purchased Danga Interactive, the company that operated LiveJournal from Fitzpatrick. Moving on to the next one. How about this logo? What blog application is this? The correct answer is WordPress. WordPress is a free and open source content management system written in PHP and paired with MySQL or MariaDB database. WordPress was released on May 27, 2003 by its founders, American developer Matt Mullenweg and English developer Mike Little. Now, let's move on to the examples of social networks. I am sure you are all active and familiar with this one. But first, what is social networks? Social network is a network of social interactions and personal relationships. A dedicated website or other applications which enables users to communicate with each other by posting information, comments, messages, and images. Now, look at this logo. What social networking app is this? The correct answer is Friendster. Friendster was a social networking service based in Mountain View, California. founded by Jonathan Abrams and launched in March 2003. Later, the company became a social gaming site based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. How about this one? What social networking app is this? The correct answer is Multiply. Multiply was a social networking service with an emphasis on allowing users to share media, such as photos, videos, and blog entries, with their real-world network. The website was launched in March 2004 and was privately held with backing by Vantage Point Venture Partners. Take a look at this one. What social networking app is this? I know for sure no one will get the wrong answer. Yes, you're right. The correct answer is Facebook. Facebook is defined as an online social networking website where people can create profiles, share information such as photos and quotes about themselves, and respond or link to the information posted by others. Founded in 2004 by Mark Zuckerberg, the site is free to members and derives its revenue from ads. So this time, let's also know the different microblogging apps in the new or information age of media. But first, what is microblogging? Microblogging is an online broadcast medium that exists as a specific form of blogging. A microblog differs from a traditional blog in that its content is typically smaller in both actual and aggregated file size. First picture. What microblogging app is this? Very good! The correct answer is Twitter. Twitter is a free social networking microblogging service that allows registered members to broadcast short posts called tweets. Twitter members can broadcast tweets and follow other users' tweets by using multiple platforms and devices. Next picture. What microblogging app is this? The correct answer is Tumblr. Tumblr is an American microblogging and social networking website founded by David Karp in the year 2007 and currently owned by Automatic. The service allows to post multimedia and other content to a short-form blog. Users can follow other users' blogs. Bloggers can also make their blogs private. Now, let us move on to the largest and most common video sharing site in the internet. I know for sure you are all watching videos from this site. Can you name this one? Amazing! You got it right. The answer is YouTube. YouTube is a video sharing service that allows users to watch videos posted by other users and upload videos of their own. The service was started as an independent website in the year 2005 and was acquired by Google in 2006. YouTube videos are posted by people from all over the world from all types of backgrounds. So aside of these different programs and applications during the new or information age, portable computers like laptops, netbooks, and tablets are also introduced. Now, can you guess the correct word for this one? You got it right. The answer is smartphones. The use of smartphones also become ubiquitous or can be seen everywhere around us. A smartphone is a term for mobile phone that perform many of the functions of a computer, typically having a touchscreen interface, internet access, and operating system capable of running downloaded applications. How about this one? Can you guess the correct words for this? Absolutely right. The answer is wearable technology, also known as wearables. is a category of electronic devices that can be worn as accessories, embedded in clothing, implanted in the user's body, or even tattooed on the skin. The devices are hands-free gadgets with practical uses, powered by microprocessors and enhanced with the ability to send and receive data via the internet. So there you have it, learners, the 4 evolution of media from prehistoric age, industrial age, electronic age up to the present age, which is the new or information age. Media is an important part of our life now. It is playing a very important role in every way of life. It connects us with the scenarios in the world and informs us many things like news, history, entertainment, and others, which help us a lot in being an upgraded personality. There was a time when man used to know nothing about the happenings in this world. His outer knowledge was just up to his backyard or village. But as time passes, things discovered, new ideas and thoughts invented, and things like what we have discussed in this lesson. These things made life easy for every single individual in this world. Man was being updated day by day and minute by minute from each and every news. Now in this time, media is so vast that we need to turn our television or smartphones by pressing a button and we get all the knowledge that we want. Media helps in bringing the true facts and information of the world in front of our eyes. If there was no media, then there was life without any information and knowledge. And now, to check if you fully understand our lesson, let's have some exercises. Bring out your pen and paper. Read the situation and identify whether the statement is prehistoric, industrial, electronic, or new or information age. Are you ready? Let's start. Number 1. Special equipment were fabricated to meet the fabric needs of different factories. Time's up. The correct answer is industrial age. Number 2. In this age, the internet paved the way for faster communication and the creation of the social network. Moreover, voice, image, and data are digitized. That's right! The correct answer is new or information age. Number 3. During this age, men drew on caves what they see around them, such as animals and nature. Very good! The correct answer is prehistoric age. Moving on to number 4. People harnessed the power of transistors that led to the transistor radio, electronic circuits, and the early computers. Absolutely right! The correct answer is electronic age. Number 5. The steam press was invented and the printing of materials like the newspaper became much faster, cheaper, and easier. Amazing! The correct answer is industrial age. Now for the next part, read the question and choose the letter of your answer. Number 6. During the Stone Age, prehistoric people also used these crude stone tools to create objects which are now considered as blank. A. Marble. B. Painted rocks. C. Rock art. Or D. Rock of all ages. And the correct answer is letter C. Rock art. Number 7. Communication during the industrial age also became viable because of the invention of the blank. A. Smartphones. B. Steam press. C. Telegraph. Or D. Television. And the correct answer is letter C. Telegraph. Number 8. It is dedicated website or other application which enables users to communicate with each other by posting information, comments, messages, and images. Letter A. Internet Explorer. B. Social network. C. World Wide Web. Or D. YouTube. The correct answer is letter B, social network. Number 9. The term for mobile phone that performs many of the functions of computer, typically having a touchscreen interface, internet access, and an operating system capable of running downloaded applications. Is it A, AI phones, B, computer applications, C, OS-generated phones, or letter D, smartphones? And the correct answer is letter D, smartphones. And now for the last number. What do you call a category of electronic devices that can be worn as accessories, embedded in clothing, implanted in the user's body, or even tattooed on the skin? Is it A, advanced gadgets, B, electronic accessories, C, supported attachment, or D, wearable technology? And the correct answer is letter D, wearable technology. Did you get all the correct answers? If yes, excellent! A job well done! If you get most incorrect answers, then you can still review this video lesson. It seems you now fully understood the evolution of traditional to new media, and of course, you have recognized the importance of this media as part of our daily life. And now, prepare your notebook or mobile phones and you can copy or take a picture of your assignment. So it's time to say goodbye for now, my dear learners. I hope you've learned a lot in this lesson. This is again your teacher, Sergeant Boy, leaving you with this quote by Confucius. Learn as though you would never be able to master it. Hold it as though you would be in fear of losing it. Goodbye and see you next time.